All right, guys.
Bonus points. 5-5 in matches, I believe. Bonus points. We got to wrestle better. We took it maybe pace-wise from a couple of their guys. Always things to work on. I'm not going to say we're going to Chattanooga on Saturday. I'm not going to get there. Important win for our program. All the chatter, haven't addressed that yet either. It's about our guys. The chatter's for the fans, and we love it, and they love it. So great. We gotta be better, and we gotta score takedowns at those matches where it went against us. I'm talking about Schriever. You're in 3 times deep. You got to convert. And when you feel that Warner, he felt it now. He felt it. And, that's as close as he's gotten to a score on that guy. And you gotta put the dagger in him. And that's where I'm at. I don't want to talk. I know that. I want to get upstairs. I want to talk to my team. That's what I want to do.
Could you talk about Spencer Lee, though? The fact that you brought
Spencer Lee, pretty loud reception. First time he's been on the mat, I said 11 months on the radio, and this is December. So it's the first time he's been on the mat in 12 months. Rio Woods, first time he's been on the mat since March. We're putting our best team on the mat. We're getting closer to our lineup. And not only that, they're getting better every day. So, these guys are now feeling it, where now you're seeing what it is in the big time again. And you do need reminders. And you can have a great imagination, Spencer, and he does. But it's tough out there sometimes. And no better way to remind yourself than just go face the demons.
How much was conditioning an issue with him, with Spencer?
I don't know. Spencer Lee can do. Really? Freaking major decision, man.
Did writing make the difference in this duel?
I think, I look at Seabreck bonus points. I look at Spencer Lee bonus points. I look at Nelson Brand's bonus points near fall. So if that's writing, yes. It's more near fall, though. It's not a slow, drawn out, long type of ride. That's all I got. Awesome to see a packed room. We got guys coming down?
We can ask for them.
All right, awesome. We'll see you after Christmas, unless you're going to Chattanooga. How's that?
Obviously, when you go 5-5, bonus points were the difference tonight. A lot of scrap and a lot of good things. I told my team in the locker room that I loved their effort. I thought both teams gave really great effort. I guess you get that in a rivalry. But I think we wrestled really hard. We rolled the dice a little bit, threw a young guy out there at 74 that's kind of funky, and he found out what it's like to wrestle a big-time guy. And so there's a lot of lessons, even at 141. I felt like we learned a lot of lessons. I think we have a lot to take from this to make us better. Hats off to Iowa. They came ready to scrap. They're the better team today, and we just gotta keep putting our head down. I think we've created a great atmosphere. I think we got something here. So with that, I'll open it up.
Great atmosphere. Would you like to see this be a home and home now, like it used to be?
I would. I don't know if they would, but I would. But that's all right. Whatever. I think that's old school like us, right? I remember that. We did home and away all the time. So. I know. I guess you'll have to ask the Big Ten Network what their ratings were, and they might want to do home and home again because I think that sells tickets and advertising. So, but yeah, I'd be definitely for it.
You mentioned the lessons. What are the lessons learned?
Well, I think the lesson learned at 41 is when you're young and you're a freshman and you wrestle a savvy guy that's as accomplished as Real Woods, you got to get away, and we didn't do a very good job of getting away there. And we got to do a better job the first period, just kind of staying in the middle and not getting overwhelmed. At 74, we learned that you can't roll around. You don't want to take that away from a guy like MJ because MJ is going to be phenomenal. He's a very small 174-pounder, but he rolls around. He's real dangerous. And actually, in the room, he beats everybody we got. So I said, heck, we get a free bullet. Let's use him. But when you wrestle a guy that's solid and strong, and you just can't go to the funk right away. So I was curious to see, we wanted that match to kind of be a roll-around match, but not that much of a roll-around match. And the same thing at 57, we just, we fall behind there every time and we dig ourselves out of a hole. We're down 6-0 and we come back and make it. It ended up being a major at the end, so it kind of stayed the same. So we got to do a better job there.
Earlier this year, you talked about Johnson having a ton of confidence. Is that what he showed by scoring the last second takedown?
He's got swagger. I mean, I think he's proven he's beaten Gomez and Max Murin so far in the first month of his college career. So he's not too bad.
How has conditioning played a role in Johnson's finishing in the third period? compared to
Yeah,
your
I mean, I think that was the book on him, but he's really spent a lot of time. He does a great job with his weight management. He's probably one of the best guys that manages his weight on our team. He stays super hydrated. He does it right. He's really doing the right things right now.
What do you feel like was the biggest difference at 65?
David's pretty good. He's pretty good. He's pretty technical, and he's got a lot of pop. And he's got athleticism, and I think we needed to get the major there, so I'm giving him hell a little bit. We needed him to get the major there, so I might not let him eat on the way home. Okay.
Would you consider starting the duel at another weight besides 125?
I thought they might want to draw. We like like I said in my press conference on Wednesday. I really liked. We really wanted all of them to wrestle. So I'm excited that we got to see both Spencer and 141. So I kind of thought they might, depending on how you don't know the health of Spencer. Maybe start at 33 or 41 or something. But we agreed. It was mutual agreement to wrestle 125, which is pretty good because we don't agree on a lot. But we agreed at 125, so it started off in a wonderful day.
How would you describe this series now between Iowa and Iowa State currently?
Pretty good. I had a buddy from Virginia have to spend $600 for a ticket to get here, so I think it's back, so it's good.
Is the emotional level higher than it's been between you and the coaches? And
I don't know about that. I mean, I think a lot of people like to make stuff about history and stuff like that, and we get in the arena and we're not going to be friendly to each other, and it's going to be like that forever. So it's not worth trying to change anything about it, but it's good wrestling. And I think based on the crowd today and just the hype this week, everybody was excited. I didn't have to say anything to our guys before we went in the locker room. Usually you kind of got to give them a rah-rah. I didn't need a rah-rah today, so.
Tarakina wasn't in the lineup. What happened there?
He got a little dinged up in the end of the first period at the All-Star meet, and got a pretty good shoulder strain, which is probably going to keep him out till the first of the month, 1st of January. So he's back in there. He's just kind of starting to get back on the mat, but he's not ready to go live. So just need to be smart right now and protect it. But it's coming along.
What did you feel from Younger's match?
I felt like he needed to focus a little bit more on wrestling and less on, he was too amped up. Like, he's a fighter, and sometimes it's not smart to be a fighter out there. You got to temper that, and you got to manage your emotions. But he's a heck of a wrestler when he can take guys down really fast, and he just needed to focus on getting one more takedown, and that match would have been blown out. But good for Warner to come back and make it a match, and obviously Younger's really hard to score on. I mean, that position you see him at the end of the match, he hops around practice for about 30 minutes a day with somebody with his foot up in the air like that. So he's pretty comfortable in that position.
With Tarakina being out, what did you take away from Kabamban's performance?
He was ready to go. I think he was surprised that he kind of was in that match at the end. I mean, we knew Spencer was going to get tired at the end of it just because it's his first time out there for how long. So we kept saying, survive the storm, and I thought he did. I just think he needed to wrestle himself back into a regular decision there. But, Spencer toughed it out.
What's your message to your guys moving forward?
Just got to learn from this. The good thing about losing is we always learn more from losing than we do winning. And so we've got some good notes, and even guys like Marcus Coleman who won, we got to open up more. That's probably the one weight that didn't feel like we really opened up. So you notice I'm giving some of the guys that won more hell than the guys that lost, but we got to open up there. So I think that's the message. And this group's really receptive and they're very coachable, so they can take it. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, no questions for Spencer.
Spencer, is this when you expected to come in the lineup this year?
Oh, we were honestly, it was just day by day. We didn't really know what the plan was. I had intentions to wrestle this duel because I knew it would be a good one. The basis of the duel is always a good one. Iowa State, Iowa, it's history. I love watching the old matches even from the 80s, so it's awesome.
Obviously, you know the applause they gave you coming in, the expectations. But was it hard to deal with the expectations as opposed to actually being on the mat and have to go through those minutes?
Well, yeah. I mean, it was awesome just because it was the first time that I think I had fans in Carver since maybe early 2020, maybe late 2019. So it was a lot of fun. The fans showed up. I was really appreciative that they, we packed that arena, and it was just, for me, it was very exciting to run into that arena again with fans packed in it. So
How'd it feel to go 3 periods out there?
felt good, man. You got to blow his lungs out, Carver. It's a different place to compete, and I'm appreciative of fighting and getting that first match out of the way in my senior year, so my last year wrestling. So
Spencer Yanni Diakomahalis is another 3-timer who, unfortunately, his first meet, he suffered a loss. When you saw that happen, did it make you think at all about when you were going to come back into this lineup?
no, I mean, the thing is, champions, they win when it counts, and they show up in big time matches. And so the thing about Yanni is don't ever count him out, and I'm not counting him out. And obviously Murin's my guy, but Yanni is going to be ready when he's ready. And losses they happen. I've multiple losses in my career, and they happen. And you learn from it, and I'm sure he's going to be better for it. And it didn't affect me at all. And I didn't even send him a text or anything because I knew that he'd be better for it. And because we're close, we've been friends for a long time. We've known each other since we were like 8. So, but I knew he was ready to go for the next time. And whenever he's on the mat again, we look forward to him competing hard. So.
Could you feel that pop when the crowd started roaring for you?
Honestly, with your headgear on, it was a little deaf. I mean, it was loud, but not as really that loud. You're so like in your zone, I heard that it was pretty loud, so people told me it was. I don't know. I was kind of focused on, getting out there first time, not really thinking about, the nerves, the butterflies, whatever, and focusing on getting into that match and getting my hands on the guy and wrestle hard.
So Spencer, the rest of the year, is it still a wait and see, or should we assume that you're going?
I mean, honestly, I don't know what the plan is. The plan was, like I said, it's always day by day. So, I could wrestle every match for the rest of the year, or I could wait. I don't really know what the plan is. All I know is I'm getting ready for tomorrow. So.
2 more. Do you have one?
You feel like you learned from this match?
Would I learn from this match? I mean, I've had a lot of matches in Carver that have been similar to that, and the thing is you build, and it's a season, it's a grind, and it's what college is, and it's the epitome of what makes college wrestling great. And you just got to keep moving your hands, moving your feet, and keep focusing on scoring. I think I stopped trying to score as much as I should have been, towards the second and third period, and those are things that I need to continue to work on and build, and it'll be fun to build that. Effort and shape back into my wrestling. So.
At what point this week did you know you were going?
Good question. Probably yesterday. Yeah. The thing is, I was ready to go no matter what, so it didn't matter. I was training like I was going. I was training like I was going for last week or even the week before, But, they said, "You're going." I said, "All right, I'm ready to go." So.
I made the call, not you.
Oh, well, no, the call is mine to make, always, and it will always be my call to make. But I like hearing them say it, because if they say it, I'm going, And if they say, well, I don't know, and I say I'm going. So, but I always like to hear what they think. But it's my decision, and I chose to go, and it will be my decision for the rest of the year as well. So.
All right. Thanks, Spencer.
Thanks.
All right. Questions for Real?
First experience in Carver, what'd you think?
It was electric. Terry Brands just got through saying you got to absorb that energy, and that's exactly what I did. And it was fun. It made it really fun. Got my emotions up. The energy was high. It was fun.
How do you feel like the way you wrestled?
How do I like the way I wrestled?
How'd you feel about it?
You can always, as a competitor, I feel like I can always do better. I believe that, I handled that match pretty well, and I think that, you can see more out of me in the future. But, first match, but no excuses. I'm content with that match, But we're moving forward, and I'm not satisfied, and I'm ready to go.
You got the crowd into it after you won. Is that something you visualized doing? Is that organic?
Oh, yeah. I mean, just thinking about the energy in the arena, just imagining it in my head beforehand. You hear stories and everything, but there's nothing like really experiencing it. But beforehand, of course, I visualized that kind of thing. I wanted to get the crowd into it. You know, I love those fans. They gave me energy, you know, and I just want to give that energy back.
There's some John back and forth. What'd you guys say to each other?
Oh man, it was, you know, he kind of just threw a fit afterwards, continued to try to wrestle, you know, dirty after the period, and you know, emotions got real aggressive, and he was, you know, he was trying to say some things that, you know, that were real personal. So then I reacted, and you know, there's a point where like it gets so aggressive and personal that I feel like I have to respond to it. But as a professional, you know, I thought to myself, and you know, thank goodness the refs were there to hold me back and keep me calm and let me know, you know, you don't want to take away team points and stuff. But it was just, you know, he just kind of threw a fit after the match. You know, you lose a match, just lose it with honor. But in my opinion, and he came at me sideways, and I was reacting to that, you know.
All right, thank you, Real.
Thank you.